Department of the Air Force, 13th January 1981. Unexplained lights. 1. Early in the morning of the 27th of December, 1980, approximately 3 a.m. Central Daylight Time, 2 U.S. Air Force Security Police patrolmen saw unusual lights outside the back gate at RAF Woodbridge. Thinking an aircraft might have crashed or been forced down, they called for permission to go outside the gate to investigate. The on-duty flight chief responded and allowed 3 patrolmen to proceed on foot. The individuals reported seeing a strange glowing object in the forest. The object was described as being metallic in appearance and triangular in shape, approximately 2 to 3 meters across the base and approximately 2 meters high. It illuminated the entire forest with a white light. The object itself had a pulsing red light on top and a bank or banks of blue lights underneath. The object was hovering or on legs. As the patrolman approached the object, it maneuvered through the trees and disappeared. At this time, the animals on a nearby farm went into a frenzy. The object was briefly sighted approximately an hour later near the back gate. 2. The next day, 3 depressions 1.5 inches deep and 7 inches in diameter were found where the object had been sighted on the ground. The following night, 29th of December, 1980, the area was checked for radiation. Beta-gamma readings of 0.1 milliröntgens were recorded with peak readings in the 3 depressions and near the center of the triangle formed by the depressions. A nearby tree had moderate 0.05 to 0.07 readings on the side of the tree toward the depressions. 3. Later in the night, a red sun-like light was seen through the trees. It moved about and pulsed. At one point, it appeared to throw off glowing particles and then broke into 5 separate white objects and then disappeared. Immediately thereafter, 3 star-like objects were noticed in the sky, 2 objects to the north and 1 to the south, all of which were about 10 degrees off the horizon. The objects moved rapidly in sharp angular movements and displayed red, green, and blue lights. The objects to the north appeared to be elliptical through an 8 to 12 power lens. They then turned to full circles. The objects to the north remained in the sky for an hour or more. The object to the south was visible for 2 or 3 hours and beamed down a stream of light from time to time. Numerous individuals, including the undersigned, witnessed the activities in paragraphs 2 and 3. Charles Halt, Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Air Force, Deputy Base Commander.
In December 1980, in England, observations of strange lights were recorded by Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt in a document that became known as the Halt Memorandum. The observations in the Halt Memorandum was the target for me to remote view. Remote viewing is the use of extrasensory perception. A target is assigned a target number consisting of random numbers. The remote viewer looks at the target number and records impressions in writing and drawing. This was done as a blind target. I did not know anything at all ahead of time about what the target would be. I was only looking at a blank white page with random numbers on it, and I dive into the sensations that come to me and record my impressions. Only after I have finished with remote viewing, then do I get to find out what the target was. This was done as a blind target, but this is not a verified target. It is from an online target pool. Feedback was accessible at any time, and I could have cheated, but I did not cheat. So, what were the lights of the Halt Memorandum? Do we have a UFO? Do we have aliens? Here I present my remote viewing data. Please be patient, as it starts in the beginning as blurry colored shapes that do not make much sense to me at first. But as the session progresses, I reach more clarity. Now remember, as I am starting, I am only looking at a blank white page with some random numbers on it, and out of that nothing, I will connect my mind to this target and start to see, feel, hear, and know what is there. Are you ready? Let's go to the 1980s. Some green peas are on the floor. They can be taken up, crumbly, mushy. They get taken. They belong to someone, some organic mass, belongs to a life form, does not feel light, hard, solid inside. Red element, life form, angry, very stern, almost furious, likes to be proper, is an organizer, is in a management position at work, is very stern with others, has golden items many, valuable items that have cost a lot of money, does not like the green outdoors, likes kayaking not, has a hesitancy and a worry, has lots of money and gold, is sure about what he or she wants, is, feels very angry, aerodynamics modulator, is not disgusting, is very fresh, aerodynamics engineer, is heavy with gold, is slimy, humid, positions itself away from me, hides, evades in response to me, has big lips, is hot and steamy, is mostly angered, is memorizing many stuff, is not a homeless bum, has a big estate, is nervous about a plan, has to administer something. Orange item element, soft like cheese. Music is playing here. Photographic memory of an item, belongs to a life form, is caged up, locked up. Music playing really loud or other loud, non-monotonous sound. An orchestra is here, does not break like glass wood. Belongs to life form, but does not get easily passed around. Remembers nothing, is not a memory device. Has many angry members inside that do not want to quarrel, but that feel hesitant about things first, so they dispute about it. They make hesitancy with each other. Not in water, nothing wet or liquid, dusty here, a dirty surroundings. Not on a life form now, not sinking easily. It looks like a jetpack. It has no ticking members pieces inside, no hairs assembled on it, not memory foam, not weak, softness inside like brittle almost, can be grabbed easily and placed inside of a pack, not warm, more like lukewarm. The item is out in a camping gear assembly. I see a camping site in a nature area which felt like there would be small boats like rowboats or kayaks, a wooden dock, small pond or small water, some green plants, very wet, feels worn and dirty and feels used and habitated. Impressions, music playing. Black box element, angry, rumbling, something furious, not made out of stone. Someone comes here hurriedly, dusty surroundings, very dirty here. Some life forms inside here. Music is playing really loud, I can hardly not hear because of the loud music. Some mushrooms grow here. Some speech is quarrelsome, a messy environment. No one has cleaned or picked up. An engineer is here. He is a builder of sorts. He plans, designs, and he carries them, plans, out. No windows on this thing, cold here, so cold. No engineers are here, but a wrench is seen. Hot fire burns here, life forms inside quarreling. A rudimentary structure, papers inside. Papers and lots of stuff, lots of orange element items inside. Computers, equipment, a passing of time is slow. We do not go here fast. A rudimentary structure, it is not fastened to anything. Glossy, almost like fiber material. A path leads to here. We can take the path to get here. Lots of items, orange elements. A peacefulness is not here from life forms. Life forms here are not feeling peaceful. Something bad and unbenign. Something leaving. A hollow space inside. Some textual data inside. Some switches and buttons, but not more than two. Life form is not being chased out, is walking freely, is sadly here, does not want to push anyone around, but does it, is carrying orange element items. It smells bad here, is not a victim, is happy, puts something inside a pocket. Some trains come here to pick things up. People are leaving this place. There is no fury. When they leave, they are happy. Life form is not wrapped in plastic, but carries plastic items. Someone feels limp and weak and lies down. Some cars, moving vehicles, come here. Impression of a horse here. Premature label, but could mean a large animal. An old wooden tree that seems to have no leaves on it. Lots of mechanical equipment technology here. Like a trash site, it looks like a dump, with so much stuff lying around on the ground or floor. There is an insect here. Person is angry and furious about having to leave the room that has all the technology. Lots of life forms and rubble. Life forms many, some chaos, but only mildly. Item, block wall, life forms, items. No air up as we are inside. Life forms, it seems to be building a nest. An item that is precious to someone. A block wall, a chamber. A life form that seems to be feeling needy. A status quo, an indifference. An enigmatic place. A confusion is not had here. A place we have to go to. In order to be here, we have to travel to get here. A life form feels sad about many things, got blocked from going out, and now has to reside here. A door that can be opened, but is now sealed. Inside a room with many doors or windows, outside is snow. In my RV, snow can sometimes be sand, so it is premature to say if snow or sand. A quarrel is had, an unsatisfied person. Orange item element, white color, has many thumb prints on it, has been handled a lot. Soapy liquid, almost slippery, does not break easily, is sturdy, does not emanate heat, glossy like glass material, glistening, is fitted on top of something, grass underneath it, is not holy, is not a religious item, is not something that makes anyone happy, goes into a pocket, is rather small. Someone is assembling some equipment and using a wrench. Lots of people come here. There's a huge stream of people walking outside slowly into the same direction. A wide procession of people walking. It felt and looked sad and tired, more so than happy or fast or elated. There is a plan to take over a large amount of land. Some people walking here inside of a chamber. Chamber looks like blue glass, looks to be not box-shaped but rounded-shaped. Someone who likes to explain a lot of things like a professor.
You don't even know how furious I feel.
This life form. There is someone fighting or quarreling here and gets really upset. Two or more people are whispering secrets to each other. This is indoors, in a glossy room that looks like blue-white glass. One human gave a carried item to another human, and that other human who received the item walked away angrily. They are inside the long chamber that looks rounded, not rectangular, and is like glossy glass. The main human is the one that received the item and walked away. Someone who is sleepy but cannot sleep yet is feeling very tired. There are no benches to sit on, only this long corridor. The item carried is more important than the human who is carrying it. It is not a gambling item, but somebody makes bets on it, hoping for an outcome. The item has a lot of possessive power inside it. Item has been quickly assembled, haphazardly, not carefully and not over a long time. The green pebbles are here. A woman is here and she is very happy and smiling. She looked to have big curly dark hair. Reminder that this early in my remote viewing, it is not yet certain if a person is a man or a woman. So it could also be a man that more resembles a woman in early impressions. A person is holding the item in its bare hands. Skin color is beige. The item sends a powerful message of peace and hope. Green pebbles, somewhat sticky. The people are quarreling over this item. Strange smell, like industrial glue, is used to fasten something with. Life form. The life form is being charged with malicious intent, charged like an accusation of being held responsible for a crime. There is a hospital nearby with many sick people.
We are helping many people with this item.
The person who has big curly dark hair says, and again seems to be a woman, but it is too early to say if it is a man or a woman. Life form, very quarrelsome, very angry, talks a lot quickly, doesn't want to calm down, has a lot of money in the bank, has been given a lot of money for this item. Life form is inside a cage and is not happy about it, wears clothes made out of threads and fibers, is sad a lot, cries, fat and blubber is many times higher than in me, doesn't like to rest, but wants to die, exhaustion and fatigue is here, doesn't wear glasses, eyesight is good. These people like to explain a lot of things to each other. There are no sofas to sit on. Someone gets angry. Something has been drawn here with white chalk. Item: it is some of the most horrible things I have ever seen, and it is letting out a sound, a pulsating magnetometer. People are fighting over this item, wanting to see it and to take it. People have assembled this haphazardly, like a quick and sloppy work. Looks like a remote control item, like a television remote control. Magnetic pulses, flashing images inside. I saw blue color light flash from inside. No cables around it. Does not attach to anything with cables. People like to see this thing. The flashing lights are many, coming from inside.
Ahem. This is mine. It belongs to me.
The main life form calmly says, main life form is not the same as the one with the curly hair. Glass, fiber optics, a cable. Many dots of green plastic, the green peas that resemble industrial glue.
It can get wired up easily, if you want to see it.
Main life form calmly tells me.
Have you ever seen it before, I mean?
Main life form calmly to me. It has what looks like a pyramidal umbrella on top of it. Radiating pulses are emanated. It makes people feel weak. No water on it. This umbrella-shaped thing on the top is not an umbrella. It reverberates and vibrates inside. Magnetic properties. A light pulse is emanated, white and blue colored light. The green pebbles are important. They are used for fastening with. Many people miss this item when it is gone. They would like to have it. Someone is sad to let this item go. The screws have been fastened with industrial glue. The glue looks like plastic. It looks like little gumdrops on top. And this is important for the target identity. There is a big rotating spinning wheel inside. The rotating wheel produces flashing light images. It sends the images into the air. The flash images can be captured by another radiating machine. 2,000 meters above. It smells bad here in the air of industrial plastics. We are in a green forested area with small, light green leaves at daytime. I can't explain this. I see forests. 1,000 meters above. Oceans, hills and valleys, green valleys, tropical rain. 800 meters above, grain fields. Corn also, or similar crop of course, but at least reminds me of corn. Lots of birds flying in the sky, heavy white clouds. The ocean is near. 500 meters above, icy cold winds like blue snow. Some blue marbles are here that weren't fastened correctly. Reminds me of the green industrial glue on the device. 200 meters above. Some people got sick here and had to go to the hospital. I can hear so many sounds around me. A restaurant is here. People moving here. Argument between people. There is what looks like an airport terminal because it looked like the security screening area where people's belongings are placed on a conveyor belt and are x-rayed, and people walk through metal detector gates. 50 meters above.
No, hey!
The human who looks like a woman with big curly dark hair. She has her head and back leaned down a bit and the palms of her hands facing forward, and she walks backwards and says this to someone else, as if being worried of being assaulted or approached by someone. It looks like this human is a woman, but it is of course too early to say, and this was indoors. A language is being spoken that I do not understand, like Hispanic. People are standing around in a large room indoors that has lots of glass walls, and they are looking up at the item, and the people are applauding because of the art of the item. The item has been hoisted up above. One of the people applauding is the woman with dark curly hair. This is not an art gallery. This is a high security or bank building. The device can affect the human heart, like physically. No comfortable items around where people could rest, so people get tired. The green pebbles are important. The green pebbles were not fastened correctly.
Mostly I am well here, but today I am not.
The main life form that does not have the curly dark hair and seems to be a man with very short, almost shaved hair and white clothes, it seems, at this still not finished stage of remote viewing. Something was not glued on properly. This man is rich. He has many credit cards that have not been used yet.
So, I am fastened to this device here. Every goddamn day!
The main life form man with very short or shaved hair about the main item. He has a lot of money. He likes to fight about being right. People are laughing about the device because it plays music or other sound to them. The woman with curly dark hair is one of them who is laughing and looking at the device. Main life form is independent, stubborn personality, somewhat stern, has a hold of the item, has many thoughts, but no chaos in the mind, no medicines. This person is healthy. It is snowing outside. Snow or sand is sometimes difficult for me to distinguish in remote viewing. Drinks a lot of coffee, not a funny personality, wants to go to sleep but cannot. A deep fatigue, wants to go to bed soon, it is past bedtime, is guarding a facility with a cold temperature. The temperature inside the facility is cold.
I am not lying to you right now.
Main life form yells angry to someone, has so much money he could buy the whole world. This has been in the newspaper, in the news. The woman comes back and she is kind of mad, angry, upset. The woman, if it is a woman, has less money. She, or he, is not confused about what she, or he, is doing here. Ground-penetrating radar device. Not a pretty place, not ornamented, also not military. Is more like a private corporation, moving objects around. Not a weapon, does not shoot out any weapon, is at an art installation, seems to be hung up in the ceiling of a large lobby in a building where there are large window glass walls. It cost a lot of money. The main life form man with white balding hair is aware of it having cost a lot of money, and that fact makes him a bit upset or uncomfortable. The main life form man is guarding the object. Function object, to belong to a person who is a private collector. It is private property, therefore. Target identity. The life form is more important than anything else. Lots of people are sitting on chairs, some distance from the large device. and are watching the device inside a big room, a fine collector's item. It is a musical player device box. Looks like an LP record player, as a somewhat flat square box with a round, somewhat flat disc on top center, and a narrow stick that connects to the flat disc from some frame material. Small, thin gold metal pin is part of the device. Nobody is sitting anymore, the chairs are gone. Music is being played for a large audience. It seemed to be a live orchestra or a band, and the musical player device was there. The device is not kept in a cupboard, but is being displayed in the open. An angry assembly of people about an orchestra. Snow and ice outside. People are standing in line to get to enter into a room, to get to see this device on a table. They seem to be in awe when they see it. The woman with curly hair is there to see this device, and she likes to see it. She looks happy to see it. The device makes a boom sound, and then a beautiful lights display shines straight up into the sky with blue colors like a holographic laser show that is dome-shaped with blue and glitter of lights colors. And the people standing below it say, "Ah," and it feels like a beautiful, comforting fireworks display of art.
This is so humiliating. I don't want to come back here.
Main life form, the man with white hair, says, "We are in a big city that looks like New York City, but could, of course, be a different big city. It is a tall black skyscraper or other tall black building. The main man with white hair is standing outside, high up on the building at night, on a glass balcony, and is looking outward. His face is slender and long. He has white, very short hair. His skin is not smooth, but bumpy. He holds a hand on the glass railing. The sky is black. People are standing in a crowd and are looking up into the sky or into the ceiling, and they are applauding and happy. The woman with curly dark hair is one of them. It feels very happy and a bit emotional. People looking up at the large dome that is above the device, and they point up and cheer, very happy and excited at what they see up there.
You don't even know how furious I feel. This is mine. It belongs to me. It can get wired up easily, if you want to see it. Have you ever seen it before, I mean? Mostly I am well here, but today I am not. So, I am fastened to this device here. Every goddamn day. I am not lying to you right now. This is so humiliating. I don't want to come back here.